what would happen if like everyone had access to the same AI tools, the same like kind of like marketing baseline? Um, what would happen if everyone outputted the same level of copy? Like what would happen in a market? Like people would kind of like get to see the same messaging all the time, and after a while people would just get bored, people just get sophisticated, and they don't respond to the copy anymore. So what would happen if you become dependent in those tools, and then you don't have the direct response knowledge needed to just kind of like elevate yourself, elevate your copy? Like what would happen if you stayed stuck in the same baseline that every single person is using? Like you would probably get stuck. And I think this is something that happened recently with a brand I'm working in. Like we're doing a lot of like native ads, and a shit ton of people are jumping on native ads as well, right? So I'm talking closely with the brand owner, and like at some point we were pushing for a lot of volume, right? And that with that, like we were trying to push really big native ads, like almost three a day, like almost the entire team. And so quality dropped a lot. So like a native ad is almost like an entire sales page. If you It's just wrapped in like some story or something that blends in with the Facebook feed. So the quality dropped a bit, and then we started outputting the same kind of like quality that everyone else in the market was dropping. And so what happened? Like shit just kind of like went down, and um, yeah, we lost momentum, and um, things started looking like quite ugly, right? And I think that this ties back to what I said. Like, what if everyone has access to the same tools, same AI stuff, etc., etc.? Then it's like the market just sees the same messaging over and over and over and over again, the same format, the same style, the same like kind of like 2000 word Claude story rant, and then like people just become skeptical and like they don't buy, right? And like the ads don't perform. So I think there's also another tangent to this, which is like good businesses. First off, they don't need to, they don't need a huge ROAS to scale. Like if they have genuinely have a good product, then people will keep coming back to, and so they can just rely on like financing and making sure you know they got their numbers right, and they can like profit off of a negative ROAS. So first off is going to be having a good product, and I think pretty soon, like as AI gets better, like it'll be more and more important to get the product dialed in, but also proof. Like this is something I think I really wanna interview this guy. I still have to schedule a call. It's been really fucking hectic. This week, like I don't know if you can see, but like I have huge eye bags under my eyes because I've been kind of pulling all nighters just trying to finish client work. All of a sudden, like clients decided to be hectic as hectic as hell. But yeah, proof. It's like I'm yet to schedule a call with this guy to see if we can hop on an interview. But it's like, you know, have you ever seen? I don't know if you've ever bought like, but like recently, I needed to buy something, and so like I started getting targeted on Meta, and like when I click on the website and stuff, like I see just fake reviews. I see like AI images, and like I'm all up for AI and stuff. Like it's certainly a great tool, and like it really helps you become a lot more efficient. But like I think the moment you start like trying to embrace too much of like speedy skiing, like we just need the testimonials, like boom, move on to the next thing. Um, and like don't focus on getting like those genuine reviews or whatever. I think that hurts the business a lot because it just completely broke trust with me, and it certainly breaks trust with a lot of people. Like, sure, some businesses can get away selling to older demographics that believe whatever AI slop comes their way, like they believe it, right? But like with younger demographics, it's like younger people who are aware of AI slop. Like the moment you see an AI image, you just get fucking like you just get pissed. Right? It's this anti AI movement, and that just completely broke trust with me, and I'm never gonna fucking buy from that business. I just know it's like black hat, and I don't want anything to do with it, right? Um, and so like investing also in like proof elements is going to become really important. Dialing in like UGC, just like real people, but not only that, like AI is starting like to be able to get that pretty cleanly. Like some really talented people can make AI videos that don't even sound AI, that genuinely look like real people. But also in the future, um, getting certifications, getting like a third party testing, um, getting like influencer endorsement, like from people that your market kind of looks up to. Like if there's a specific doctor, if you're in the health niche and there's a specific doctor that your audience looks up to, if you get endorsement from that doctor, that is just huge fucking proof. And like it just it is just undeniable. Like people really trust that doctor, they believe him. And it's like if you have endorsement from them, then it's like you almost don't need to do much direct response wise, um, because you already have like that huge, social proof out, like not social proof element, but like proof element from a widely recognized authority that endorses your product, right? Like people just almost immediately buy, like, okay, I trust this person. Like I don't need to read anything else. I can just jump straight to the sale, right? Um, and like I think some businesses like, just trying to, maybe in the future, like I don't know, I have a vision of like some sort of like specific product. Like I've been reading about some really nerdy stuff, like from Dr. David Hawkins, and I genuinely believe like there's like kind of like mission burning inside me that, maybe I don't know, man. I just know like there's something I can do with high leverage that's going to have a huge impact, positive impact on the world, and I have to do it. Like there's no way. Like I have this big calling in me, right? And like for me personally, I don't know if it's coming from like a perspective where it's like I'm too much of a perfectionist, yada yada. But like I would never risk like my business health with, sending traffic to something that would break trust with people, right? Because the moment like you break trust with someone, like especially with AI stuff, if they see like, oh shit, this is like AI generated, like this is a fake review, it just breaks trust completely. Like for me, I never buy from those businesses. And so I'm thinking like from those people's standpoints, like they're probably just gonna look for some fucking competitor elsewhere who's either cheaper, has got like the proof elements like off of Amazon where they can see legit reviews and make an informed decision based like whether it's like genuinely um a good decision for them or not. And then they're just gonna buy from them. Then you just spend like ad spend for what? So that people could just buy from other product elsewhere. So I think it's really important that we get direct response really dialed in. Also like proof elements, especially like nagging this with business owners, like trying to see if they can imagine this, like if you spend $100,000 at a 50% higher customer acquisition rate, customer acquisition cost, and if you instead of like try I mean, imagine this. Let's say you spent $100,000 at $100 like new customer acquisition cost. Um, if you had just spent like, I don't know, whatever else, like I don't know how much certain specific certifications cost, but like, or like certain proof elements cost, but like if you invest in like influencers like UGC, like certifications, third party testing, etc., that would be a huge trust builder, and you could leverage that. And imagine it costs you like 50,000, or sometimes it could be like even more. I've seen like $300,000 for a pet supplement brand. But like if you spent that, and then it just increase your like customer, it lower your customer acquisition costs so much, because you have a lot more of that trust element of proof. Like you would just make more money in the long run. You would have less hassle trying to make ads convert, and you would be less in this like, at least from a logical standpoint, that's like what I believe. Um like sometimes it's really just hard like trying to get that point across to business owners, which is sometimes like why I just get an insane urge like to create my own shit and like have my own impact in the world. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of like make this rant because yeah, this is something that I've been thinking a lot about, and I don't know if you can see from here. I've actually stacked up these books too, and holy shit, you just revealed my shitty setup. Um, I have like all the books here for like direct response and stuff. I've also even gotten, let's see, I read way too much shit. Yeah, some other books like storytelling. By the way, if you haven't read this shit, you gotta read it. Um, Insane. You just read the title and you'll pretty sure know like what it's all about. And yeah, I don't know what else I was gonna say, but no, I hope this video sparks some ideas, some insights about just especially like dialing in really hard on direct response. Like this is something I'm gonna be trenching down on throughout the next weeks. Just really becoming so damn good at direct response that um even we can like surpass some of those like proof barriers and like proof bottlenecks, right? Um but yeah, if I get to like imagine how insane that would be. Like imagine I become a direct response beast, and then with the intent of creating like a genuinely transformative product in this world, and having that genuine intention to do something that is just going to have such a positive impact in the world. If I carry that, imagine like what we could create in the future, like good marketing with good product design or good mission. Like what the hell, like what could be possible with that, right? That just really like really sparks me up, really lights me up. um but yeah, throughout the next few months and years, we're just gonna be trenching down super 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 hard on direct response. And as soon as I become a beast, like if the businesses I'm working with, they have, I can see the mission, the vision in them. It's like something that I genuinely believe in and would change the world. And no, stay in that, like keep just fucking trenching. And um otherwise, if it keeps being like this unfulfilling thing, then I'm gonna start my own shit and just have a huge positive impact in the world. um but damn, that was like a little bit too far, but a little bit too deep into my psyche. I'm a psychopath. But yeah, damn interesting talk. I like this rant. Until next time, peace.